gon' see me on top. They gon' see me on top. They gon' see me on top. They gon' see me on top.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday the 8th of October at 6:45 in the morning, and I've got a private tour lined up today to go and see a boat building craftsman's village here, not far from Hoi An. It's called Kim Bong, I think, and it's a carpentry village, and inside this carpentry village is a specialised boat building village. I've got a private guide that's taken me there today for, I think it's about 2 hours, which is 500k dong, which is about 32 Australian dollars. And I'm going to be filming that and asking a lot of questions. Hopefully someone, either my guide or the people there, the boat builders, speak enough English that I can get my idea across of what I want and get some kind of rough idea of how much a boat would cost to be built and how long it would take, and possibly with either just them doing it or a combo of me and them helping, if that reduces the price, etc. So anyway, I'm here a bit early. My guide meets me here at 8 o'clock. I hired a scooter from the hotel, a fucking death trap. Oh yes, I'll be telling them about that later, don't you worry, my friend. Wobbliest fucking bike I've ever been on, and also in need of a dive service as well. Oh yes. So we're just going to have a coffee, some fags, and cigarettes, and just chill out and watch the traffic and the noise go by. As you can hear, I'll flip you around so you can see what I'm looking at. There's a bridge up there that goes across to the market, I think, the night market type thing. Anyway, I don't know exactly where I am. I know I'm not far from the ancient town where the market is and all that. So, yeah, my guide will be here at 8 a.m. So, I found out what these things are that are biting me. They're midges, thrips, midges. We call them midges in Australia. Tiny little things, also known as sandflies, and they are in abundance here, mate. They're not as bad as broom or derby up in the top left of Australia, or Locksport down in Gippsland, but they're bad enough that they drive you completely insane. And finding insect repellent here, it's not as easy as in Thailand. It's the same little tube of insect repellent they sell here as they do in Thailand, but it's difficult to find, or at least that's what I have found. So I'm nearly out of the little tube that I bought, so I think it's a good idea that I don't throw out the empty tube, and when I go somewhere, instead of trying to explain and do a charade thing about zzz, and then slapping myself over the body to try and get the message through, and they just think I'm nuts and start laughing, which is okay. But you just go into any shop and you show them that, and you say, do you have them? But even if they don't, they may know somewhere close by that does. So yes, just an update, guys, on where I'm at with my energy levels over here. I'll tell you a bit more about my story. I'll just tell you little bits here and there. I don't want to go, bombard you with too much of that sort of stuff. But as stated in previous uploads, I suffer from hypervigilance, which is basically always watchful, no matter what. And it's when I'm in a crowded place, it's an extreme amount of information for me to take in all at once, and it overloads my system, and it can ruin me for the rest of the day. So I need to be really careful about how much time I spend in very busy areas. And as you can hear, they're on their horns. Well, there's no tomorrow. Not as bad as Saigon, and there's not as many people here as Saigon. So, look, it is very taxing for me, and occasionally, very rarely, I can really push the limit and almost get drunk on overload, and then it kind of goes the other way. It's really weird. It's like I become really numb to everything, and then I can stay even in that sort of situation even longer. But what I don't realise is that it actually takes me days to get over that then. Even though, when I get back I feel alright, but when I'll sleep and then I'll get up in the morning and I can't go anywhere because I just do not have any energy. So one of the things that happens with the research and training I've done over the years, that because hypervigilance is a psychological thing, and there's only so much energy available in the psychology, when that runs low, the psychology will steal from the emotional center, and when that's drained as well, and if you're still in a situation that's drawing a lot of psychological energy, the psychology will then draw the energy from the body. Now, this is why depression, also known as the black dog, is such a perverse and nasty and taxing bloody disease to have, because once you've depleted the psychology, the emotional center and the body, it can, it takes a long time to rebuild the energy levels, and you really need to do it in a way that's safe and, with parameters and stuff, so you don't just build up your psychology and not your emotional center or your body. You got to do all three at the same time, and it can take weeks. And I'm not kidding you, weeks and weeks and weeks. I've suffered from depression a few times over the years, quite badly, and super anxiety, super paranoia, and all three of them are just a terrible state to be in, and they take sometimes years and years to get out of it. Some people never escape because they don't receive the right knowledge and they don't practice these ideas in the right way. So when I do these videos, especially over here in Asian countries, is I get up super early. I get up super early anyway, but I get up super early. I go and do what I need to do before 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning, and then I go back to the hotel room, no pun intended there, hotel room, and I'll rest and have a cold shower. I'll do some editing, and then I'll go out again at night when just on sunset to see if I can get some footage of that, and I'll go to a nice quiet place like Soul Kitchen where there's hardly anyone around. And if it is busy, I'll try and get a nice quiet corner so I can be by myself and let my energy levels get back up. So that title is called Presents Well. You see me right now, I'm presenting well, but what you don't see is the stuff where I'm just laid down on the bed and I've got no energy. I can't go outside, I won't even answer my phone because I have no energy to do so, and I'm scared of what I might say or do or what might happen to me. Get taken advantage of. Like when I was in Saigon, I was very tired and I got taken advantage of twice by taxi drivers, and I lost it was about 1.5 million dong, which is, nearly $100, something like that. And that, mate, I tell you, things like that really, really affect me. That it's taken me weeks now to get over that psychologically and not be ready to just punch somebody in the head, even if the mere sniff of they're going to rip me off, I'm already undoing my seatbelt ready to grab this guy's head and chuck him through the window of his own car, mate. So I know that sounds terrible, but that's the crap that goes on in my mind after an event like that. So I need to be extremely careful, monitor my energy levels, don't get hungry, try not to get angry, things like that. Monitoring that, observing that, keeping a watch on that, and having the awareness that when those levels get to an extreme low, no matter what I'm doing, I just have to exit stage left. And I've been known to do that without even saying a word to anyone. I will just leave. Because sometimes even the mere thought of telling whoever it is you're with that you are leaving, if it's a wedding party or a bus, whatever, a dinner at someone's house, but they're at a restaurant maybe, and your energy levels are low, and social etiquette would dictate that you really need to go around the table, and there's 20 people, and it takes half an hour to say goodbye. At that time, I don't have the energy to do that. I have just got to go. Also, I'll just add one little thing, is that I have a team of professionals in Australia keeping an eye on me. I have counsellors, psychologists, support coordinators, all this sort of thing. So, I'm allowed to sort of travel around, but I check in with my team, Very important that I do that, because I have been known from time to time to see something on YouTube, as an example, oh gee, Siberia's looking pretty good right now, and I'll sell everything and I'll just fucking go. So I've learned in the past, which is another story I'll tell you at another time, about how you can go too far with spiritual nonsense, mate, and the dangers associated with it. And I'll tell you that story in another upload at another time. I was almost killed, let's put it that way. Horrifying experience. It still affects me to today, and that's why I have a team of people looking after me now. All right. Okay, I'm on the boat with the guide, and we're passing some boats over here that are clearly being lived on, so it is possible. But what kind of legislative hoops I would need to jump through to be able to get my boat around somewhere near this market, to be able to operate my shop, my screen printing studio from there, and also live on it as well, and access power when needed to run the aircon, because it's bloody hot as buggery here. But like all things in these third world countries, without being disrespectful, money talks, baby. Money talks.
Sunset burning on the golden shore. Never seen a view like this before. The stars, they shine like diamonds in your eyes. Black dress on you, got me hypnotized. I keep feeling away, I keep feeling away, I keep feeling.
Is a sailing boat with a junk rig that can actually sail into the wind, or downwind or upwind, which is quite a feat, apparently, I'm told. And there's, as far as I know, the research I've done is there's only one family left in the whole of Vietnam that make these boats, and this particular chap's name is Mr. Chan. I'll leave those details up here right now. And but there may be someone here in this Kim Bong village that I'm going to that may be able to build me this boat here. Hopefully, and then if not, I may have to travel to where Mr. Chan is and his sons. Mr. Chan no longer builds these kinds of boats, but his 8 sons apparently have taken over the legacy and he trained them. I think he used to have a school where you could go and he would teach you how to build these boats as well. It'll be interesting to see what the prices are, if they can do what I want. The amount of time it takes to actually build one of these boats as well. We will see. We will see. All right.
About you. No, I can't look away. No, I can't look away. No, I can't look away, 'cause I need you. My heart keeps beating like an island drum, 'cause you're my only one. You make me feel so good. Feel so good. You make me feel so good. Feel so good. Neon shining on the boulevard. dancing underneath the champagne stars. You make me feel like I'm forever young, 'cause you're my only one. You make me feel so good. Feel so good. You make me feel so good. Feel so good. You make me feel so good. Feel so good. You make me feel so good. Feel so good. I keep feeling away, I keep feeling away, I keep feeling away about you. No, I can't look away, no, I can't look away, no, I can't look away, 'cause I need you. You make me feel so good. Feel so good.
Alright, we're getting pretty close to it now. I can see some other boats around up the corner there that are just parked outside of someone's house. There are like these little pontoon jetty type things there. So I'm thinking that it may be possible for me to moor my boat on someone's property and pay them some rent, like a token amount of rent, far cheaper than what it would be to rent an apartment here, which I don't want to do because I don't believe in doing that, as in like a full-time thing. But I'd be happy to pay for some mooring fees because I'm in a populated area. Here we go. Here are the boat builders of Kim Bong Village. Alright, there's some really dilapidated ones over there in various need of repair. Right, right. I don't see any sailing boats here at all, but that doesn't mean that they can't build them. It just means that some time ago everyone went from sailing to gasoline engines because of the practicality of it. You know, the wind doesn't always blow here, so you know the goods still needed to get to the market, and the gasoline engines helped that along. So that is the reason of that. But they've, you know, it's a dying art now. There's only one family left in the whole of Vietnam that can build these upwind sailing boats, you know. It's a crying shame. It was like in you know, the Asia Pacific region. You know, there's only a few families left in Papua New Guinea that can build proas. You know, Harry Proa has sort of put a new lease of life on that, and yeah, so we'll see what we see. Bom, bom, bom. Thank you, sir. All right, here we are. Here we are. Little, I don't know what they call them. They're not a rowboat. I'll find out the name and let you know. Okay.
Small boat. Small right.
Small boat. Yeah. Need much bigger than that. Much bigger. Xin chào.
Chào buổi sáng.
Chào buổi sáng.
Anh khỏe không?
I'm khỏe không. Not sure what it means. I'll find out and let you know if I remember how to say it. Khao khen cô. Khao khen cô. Khao khỏe không. Khao khỏe không. Alright, we've got some various logs here. These are probably the carvers making carvings. The ground here is extremely slippery and muddy. I've almost come to grief several times already. We're not here to see the carvings, just here to see the boats. Got to be practical with my time and my budget. Buddy hull. Ah, yes, I understand. The hull. Oh, building a house. Yeah. House, sorry, gotcha. Yeah. It's a frame of a house there, guys. Looks like they build them in pieces and then probably take them to the place on the back of a lorry and just erect them, kind of deal. Well, there's some houses here as well. Very quiet little neighbourhood. It's quite nice. Yes. I imagine this is possibly the boat builders' residences, the carpenters' residences, as this, apparently the whole of the Kim Bong village are artisans. So I imagine this is all their houses. And they only need to go about, 50, 80 metres to get to work. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I imagine it's subject to flooding though. Goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Here we go. Well, it's an adventure, isn't it? It's an adventure. It's just water. And I am here to see a boat, so it kind of goes hand in hand. I just hate getting water under my foot and thong in between. It gets all slippery and ganky. Anyway, here we are. Boat building village. Here come the boat builders. Here we go. Some little skiffy things there. Alright, so I'm going to have to show these guys a picture of what I want. Xin chào. Xin chào, Captain.
No.
Hello. Xin chào. Love your hat. That is a very cool hat. Let's have a look at that hat. I like that hat, sir. That is a very nice hat. Yes. YouTube. Okay. So I'm going to show him this picture and see what he say.
Okay.
Yeah. He's saying yes. We're coming in to the business table. Watch the head. Yes, I'm watching. We've got a model. Mr. Chan. Are you Mr. Chan?
Yeah.
Is he Mr. Chan? You're kidding me. Really? I thought you were in a different village.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Nhìn lắm chưa?
Man, Mr. Chan, I can't believe I've met you.
Thì tao vừa đầu tao sửa chiếc coi cho về Quốc đó.
Just showing him the YouTube video I saw of this boat. This similar boat was built by Mr. Chan. I forget the area where he is. He's on a different river, I think, but I'll check it out. I think when I said to this chap, "Are you Mr. Chan?" everyone just agreed because their English isn't that great, but that's okay. Okay, so I've shown them pictures of the boat I want and Mr. Chan, and they're saying that there is this boat down at Hoi An Beach, I believe, if I have my interpretation correct, which I highly doubt, because this guy said yes, he was Mr. Chan. Clearly he's not. But if they can build me a boat, that's okay. I don't care what your name is. Let's get a closer look of this replica of what they can do here, guys. I see it's already loaded up with bottles of grog. It's good. That's important. It's a 2-sail. It'll have a junk rig on there. The light's not good in here. Just hit my head.